Welcome to Gray Matter Reports. Today we decode. The room was still. Shadows clung to the corners, whispering secrets that hung heavy in the air. A flicker of light from a solitary bulb illuminated a scene of chaos. Papers strewn across the floor, a chair overturned, the stark incongruence of domestic life shattered. It was not merely a place, it was a moment frozen in time, echoing the haunting question, why? The intricate web woven by an individual whose actions defy understanding. The environment, a modest apartment once vibrant with laughter, now a tableau of disarray. Here we find an antisocial profile emerging, a narrative punctuated by the absence of empathy. What drives someone to such extremes? The psychological bridge is fraught with complexities. An individual, perhaps once relatable, now ensnared in a labyrinth of distorted thoughts. The mind, a fragile construct, can warp under pressure, leading to a cascade of behavioral deviations. Isolation breeds desperation. Desperation can ignite a dangerous resolve. The walls of this space bear witness to the unraveling, each corner a silent observer to the turmoil that precipitated the act. As we delve deeper, the forensic analysis begins. Cold, clinical tools employed to dissect the aftermath. Biological evidence meticulously gathered, each sample a fragment of a larger puzzle. The air is thick with tension, the silence punctuated only by the sound of gloved hands sifting through remnants of a life once lived. The meticulous nature of this examination reveals patterns, fingerprints, fibers, each detail a breadcrumb leading us closer to the heart of the matter. Yet the implications extend beyond the confines of this room. The global perspective invites us to ponder societal norms, the fragility of empathy in an age of disconnection. How do we reconcile the complexity of human behavior with our expectations of morality? The individual becomes a reflection of broader truths, a mirror held up to a society grappling with its own shadows. As we approach the case, an initial suspect emerges. Layers of motive and history begin to unfold, yet clarity remains elusive. There is no quick resolution in this narrative. The mind games continue, a paradox of empathy, challenging our understanding of the individual at the center of this storm. Stay tuned. The enigma deepens. A single flickering light bulb casts stark shadows against cold, sterile walls. Documents scatter across the table, each a testament to the subject's past, a jigsaw puzzle of choices and consequences. The air is heavy, filled with the weight of unspoken truths. Today, we decode the profile of an individual whose life story reveals a chilling tapestry woven with threads of environmental influence and behavioral patterns. Born into a fractured household, the subject navigated a landscape marked by instability and neglect. Childhood memories, tinged with abandonment, fostered a profound sense of isolation. The streets became a sanctuary, yet they also nurtured seeds of deviance. Behavioral analysts scrutinized the subject's history, each incident a data point. Early signs of antisocial traits emerged: defiance in school, manipulation of peers, a disregard for authority. The subject's environment served as both crucible and catalyst, shaping a psyche where empathy withered under the weight of survival instincts. Yet, can empathy coexist with criminal intent? This question forms the psychological bridge in our exploration. The subject exhibits moments of compassion, fleeting and often overshadowed by darker impulses. It's a paradox, this duality. One can understand the roots of their actions while grappling with the moral implications. Is it possible to feel for the individual while condemning the choices they make? Delving deeper, behavioral theories illuminate the complexities of criminal psychology. The subject's actions can be dissected through the lens of trauma, social learning, and biological evidence. Each theory offers a piece of the puzzle, yet none can fully encapsulate the enigma of the human mind. What drives an individual to tread the fine line between empathy and malevolence? From a global perspective, society grapples with the implications of criminal profiles. The classification of individuals shapes public perception. Are they defined by their actions, or is there a deeper narrative? The subject's profile challenges the black and white dichotomy, urging a more nuanced understanding of human behavior. As we draw this chapter to a close, we reflect on the intricate web that forms the profile of our subject. Each thread tells a story, a cautionary tale of choices made and paths taken. The final verdict remains elusive, echoing the complexities of the human experience. For those seeking a deeper understanding of the mind's labyrinth, the journey is just beginning. The room is dimly lit. Shadows cast by flickering fluorescent lights dance across the cluttered desk. Papers, filled with raw emotion and stark analysis, lie scattered like the remnants of a storm. A voice trembles, breaking the heavy silence. "I never thought it would happen to us." The emotional weight of the statement lingers. Each testimony, a thread woven into the fabric of a crime's aftermath, reveals the haunting echoes of lives altered forever. Connections fracture, families torn apart by choices made in moments of darkness. The individual at the center of this storm, labeled an antisocial profile, once shared the same laughter, the same dreams. A bond, once forged in empathy, now twisted into a weapon. This juxtaposition stands as a chilling reminder of the fine line between emotional resonance and moral disconnection. The psychological bridge between empathy and criminal behavior is a complex structure. Is empathy a weakness, a soft spot that invites exploitation? Or is it a hidden strength, a tool for understanding the very impulses that drive individuals toward deviance? The answer is not straightforward. In dissecting this duality, we find ourselves in the depths of criminal psychology. Empathy can serve as both a catalyst for connection and a veil over destructive tendencies. The subject often navigates their world through a lens distorted by their choices. They may feel the weight of another's pain, yet rationalize their actions as necessary. This paradox reveals the intricate dance between emotional awareness and moral disengagement. Globally, the implications of empathy stretch beyond individual cases. Societal behavior is shaped by collective emotional responses. Cultures that nurture empathy often foster environments that discourage antisocial behaviors. Conversely, a lack of empathy can breed indifference, leading to a rise in conflict and division. The ripples of these choices extend far beyond the individual, reshaping community dynamics and societal norms. As we unravel empathy's role in the tapestry of crime, we find insights that challenge our understanding of morality. Can we redefine empathy as a powerful ally in preventing deviance? Or is it ultimately a double-edged sword that complicates our quest for justice? The exploration continues. Join us for deeper investigations into the mind's labyrinth. The fluorescent lights flicker overhead. A single file rests on a polished mahogany table. The room, a sterile sanctuary of investigative rigor, brims with tension. Each document whispers secrets. Each shadow looms with unanswered questions. In this moment, the investigation pivots. The team gathers around, eyes narrowing, minds racing. They sift through behavioral patterns, connecting dots that once appeared unlinked. The evidence sprawled before them, a collection of biological evidence and digital traces, begins to form a narrative. A meticulous analysis reveals deviations in the subject's behavior, subtle anomalies in communication, an unusual fixation on specific themes. The team observes the subject's online interactions, each keystroke a breadcrumb leading deeper into the psyche. The subject exhibits traits of an antisocial profile, a labyrinthine mind where empathy is marred by detachment. The evidence speaks, confronting human nature with surgical precision. It reveals a paradox. The very traits that isolate the subject from society are also the threads that bind them to it. An intricate dance of understanding and misunderstanding, of connection and isolation. Diving deeper, forensic techniques unfurl their potential. Behavioral analysts employ psychological profiling. They map the emotional landscape of the subject, transforming raw data into a vivid portrait of intent. The silence envelops them, punctuated only by the clicking of pens and the rustling of papers. Each analysis becomes a step towards clarity, illuminating the darker corners of the human experience. Beyond the walls of this investigative haven lies a broader implication. As techniques evolve, so too does our understanding of the human condition. The global perspective shifts, societies grapple with the ramifications of behavioral insights. The line between empathy and detachment blurs, forcing us to reconsider what it means to relate, to connect, or to sever ties. A breakthrough emerges, a pivotal moment in the case. A crucial link is forged, illuminating a path toward resolution. The team's breath catches, the tension morphs into cautious optimism. With this new evidence, the case inches closer to its war, yet the journey is far from over. The mind games continue, and the paradox of empathy in criminal profiles unfolds. Join us as we unravel the intricacies of this evolving narrative. Stay tuned for the latest developments. The courtroom buzzes with an electric tension. Shadows stretch across polished wood, reflecting the gravity of the proceedings. Papers rustle. The clinking of pens punctuates the silence. Eyes dart, assessing the faces of the individuals who will render a judgment. The prosecution stands poised, armed with a trove of biological evidence. They dissect the subject's behavioral deviations, painting a portrait of a mind governed by impulses that defy societal norms. Each argument meticulously crafted, they invoke the language of the antisocial profile, a lexicon of pathology designed to both inform and inflame. Consider the implications of their actions, the prosecutor states, her voice steady yet resolute. The choices made are not mere lapses in judgment, but calculated decisions stemming from a disturbed psyche. An unseen clock ticks, amplifying the weight of her words. In contrast, the defense rises, a calm in the storm. They invoke the complexities of human behavior, arguing that empathy must bridge the chasm between the subject's past and the present. To understand is to feel, the defense attorney implores, gesturing toward the jury. To cast judgment without grasping the entirety of this individual's experience is to abandon the very essence of justice. Amidst the legal wrangling, the psychological bridge begins to form. How does empathy influence the jury's decisions? It is a delicate dance, one where the jurors grapple with their own emotions. The human mind, a terrain of contradictions, often sways toward those who evoke compassion. Delving deeper, the courtroom becomes a theater of psychological tactics. The art of persuasion unfolds like a meticulously choreographed performance. The subtle shifts in tone, the calculated pauses, each element designed to elicit visceral reactions. The courtroom becomes an ecosystem where every glance, every frown carries weight. Public opinion looms large, an unseen specter influencing the scales of justice. The media, relentless and unforgiving, shapes narratives that seep into the courtroom. The global perspective adds a layer of complexity. The case is no longer confined to the walls of this solemn space, but resonates across borders. As the gavel strikes, the atmosphere is thick with anticipation. The verdict, a culmination of legal acumen and emotional nuance, hangs in the air. Silence envelops the room, hearts pounding in sync with the ticking clock. Not guilty. The words echo, reverberating through the minds of those present, an affirmation of the intricate dance between empathy and judgment. For a deeper exploration of this case and its ramifications, stay connected. The story continues. A community holds its breath. The trial has concluded, yet echoes of its impact linger like shadows. Streets once bustling with life now feel hesitant, as if the very air has grown thick with uncertainty. This is the aftermath, the societal reactions to a life dissected under unforgiving scrutiny. In the forensic environment, the room is sterile. Papers are scattered, documents filled with observations and analyses lay open, each one a testament to the complex interplay of humanity and aberration. Silence reigns, interrupted only by the ticking clock, an incessant reminder of time passing, of lives unfolding in the wake of a decision made. The community, once vibrant, now grapples with the behavioral case of a subject whose actions have left an indelible mark. Neighbors whisper, glances are exchanged, fear wrapped in curiosity. What transforms a person into an entity of concern? The deviance that led to the case offers no easy answers. Instead, it unravels layers of social fabric, exposing vulnerabilities and hidden fractures. What does this case teach us about ourselves? It serves as a psychological bridge, a reflection on the fragility of our humanity. In our search for answers, we confront the uncomfortable truth. Empathy can be both a balm and a poison. The paradox lies in our ability to understand pain while grappling with our own. As we engage with the narrative, we must ask, how deeply do we truly connect with one another? The deep dive into empathy reveals a disquieting reality. It can foster understanding, yet often it breeds apathy. The more we know, the more we distance ourselves from the weight of those realities. A face once humanized becomes a profile, a series of choices dissected under clinical light. How do we reconcile the warmth of compassion with the coldness of analysis? From a global perspective, the lessons extend beyond one community. Societal responses to deviant behavior reflect cultural constructs, shaping our beliefs about justice, redemption, and the very nature of humanity. Are we as compassionate as we claim? Or do we merely indulge in the spectacle of suffering, seeking solace in the distance between ourselves and the other? In closing, these reflections linger like a haunting melody, reminding us of our shared humanity amidst the chaos of individual actions. The story continues, and as these narratives unfold, we invite you to explore the complexities of the human condition with us. Join us for future insights as we delve deeper into the intricate tapestry of our existence.